So it's gonna be a quick one because your boys got to do something, and it's also pretty late. But with the formation in Germany, like the Greater Germany last episode, it's a pretty bad. It's like skewered everything in Europe, right, as you would expect. Um, so obviously, let's highlight a few problems with this. Russia not happy because A, they lost like a load of land, and B, there's a massive Germany middle of Europe. These guys aren't happy because it's threatening their position. These aren't happy half their country's occupied. These guys aren't happy their claims to them. Claims here as well. These guys aren't happy their claims to them. These guys have come and replaced as a powers in Europe. Um, so they're not all very happy about it. Well, neither of these guys, I say. America don't particularly care too much, but they're kind of worried, of course, on Russia. And then all these guys say that's unfortunate, but they don't particularly care too much because these guys don't really like the Russians. So by default, these guys don't. Yeah. So who knows? That might cause some instability. It's not a very stable state either. Like the New Germany's not very stable. Um, it's a republic, but still lots of well, no, there's not much communist support there. I'm gonna be honest. More communist support here. Maybe like some extremism down there of the funny party that we can't name. Yeah, but Russia's also kind of fallen to bits. Obviously, so it's annexed a load of different ethnic groups into one like massive thing. But yeah, I'm just highlighting to you what happened there. Anyways, down to Africa, where most action's kicking off. Finally, we start seeing like the unionization of Africa, and these southern states here, Angola, Mozambique, and South Africa, unite into greater of a unified South African, the United South African State. These are Chinese aligned. The United wait, I'll write it down for you. United South African Maoist Republics. Big African maneuvers there. So yeah, and then wait, hold on a sec. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. And then in the north, we see Nigeria being integrated. Now will make any sense. I don't know. I don't want to say that. We do have Chad being integrated into CCR, and South Sudan now being integrated into Ethiopia. Because like basically how they're doing it so fast is one like, main idea of African and A, anti-colonialism, and B, united like against the world pretty much. So they're all kind of uniting under one front. There might be one massive African Union at some point. But speaking about that thing against colonialism, the South Africans, who are not going to call them by their full name, tell the French communes to get off Madagascar because they want it. And they still see him as, well, A, an illegitimate government, and B, a colonial power in the region. And obviously they don't like colonialism and they want him out. So the French communes say no, but yeah, that's not going to work for them, is it? The French government say, the French communes say no. These guys start planning out some invasions. They realise they seize 3/4 of the French navy of the Fourth Republic. So there's no way they're crossing the Straits of Madagascar, or whatever this is called. I'm no idea. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm probably something to do with that. Yeah. So that's just kind of diminished. Over here, the last colonial holdouts. Not colonial here, but colonial here. In this is practically an American satellite bureau, and that's actual colonial. Last colonial foothold, and the Suez. Portuguese and British. Anyways, yeah, these guys start demanding, hey, America, get off of our continent, because you're being horrible imperialist, and we don't want you here, and you're a hypocrite, because you demanded everyone else stand down, but you didn't, so get out. And then America say no. Below funny line, say, haha, America, that's actually backfired you for once. And they call all their puppets into war, but obviously they're all a bit petty. Well, not even petty, but like America killed their colonial empires, so it's kind of funny if it happens to them. Let's be real here. Portugal do have to get involved. They declare war on Portugal as well. Because they do start lending support in, they don't really care to sacrifice tens of thousands of men for a tiny little foothold in Africa. And at the same time, they declare, and then they declare in the UK, which is a surprise to them, because as per usual, very, very competent government in charge. Definitely. So yeah, I can't bother to do that. It's just yeah. And so let's declare war on the French communals, who are not in ITO, so they're independent. Yeah, what's going on there? Yes, so the independent French commune down here. And then, I don't know why I didn't even bother highlighting all these in. There we go. So the entirety of Africa against several ITO nations, and Israel getting involved as well, because, America. And then they're all Americans as well. Yeah, and these guys lend support, but they pretty much get involved. So they're pretty much American satellites as well. Yeah, and then the Maoists start lending support to the Africans. Obviously, it benefits them a lot. Alright, but you can see where the problem is now. Because America are saying to China, stop sending them support, but China aren't about to do that. And then what Arabia does, some funny business, they shoot at some they shoot at some American border guards in Arabia, and then that's the end of that. So now Arabia's at war with the ICO as well, and everyone realises the bigger problem is a genuine threat to national security. So now everyone up here gets involved, and Germany getting involved destabilises the entirety of Europe. So now they're in a major war. And Russia says, wow, you just really cocked us there, America, because now you've got a massive nation against our ideology, who we also dislike. But then, you may be thinking to that, well, Russia don't like China anyways. Exactly. And now Russia see China are at war, like the biggest, most strongest faction, like approach all history, because of funny nukes you're about to see in a minute. Oops, I don't really say that. But essentially, I'm trying to say here very convolutedly. I can't bother colouring all their colonies, man. That's a long day. This is pretty much these guys plus colonies, which don't actually exist anymore. It's literally just Canada, and then the stupid American stuff. So in a very convoluted way, what I'm trying to say, Russia sees China at war with the West. Russia jumps on opportunity and declares war on the Chinese faction. So there you go, that's World War III. Not how you expect that to happen. Probably the most devastating war in all history. Now, probably second to World War II, so it can't physically last as long. And there's no nukes either, so else this would be literally the end of the world. Yeah, but I was meant to get that. Alright, sorry, I can't do this now. So America have their project, which is about 90% complete. For nukes, it's all led by Oppenheimer until he died. He has to be dead at this point. I can't remember when he died. It's 1973 for reference. But yeah. Blah blah blah. They were doing it. Russia kind of like halfway. China about 30%, and then combined European effort here are like 20-30%. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know. But this is the state of the world right now. Effectively, everyone's at war. Yeah, that's really not good for anyone living in the world right now. So I'm about to get conscripted to a bloodbath. And at this point, A, to make it less convoluted for me, and B, because it will probably make sense, the factions here are merged, and the Fourth International becomes the Fourth International still, so it kind of works like a global communist thing. Obviously, I don't know why, it's fun. And then the French Commune joins the Comintern, or for Warsaw Pact. And I forgot about Indonesia. How dare I? Yeah, I may as well colour everyone in at this point. So that's World War III starting. Very unfortunate for these guys aren't actually involved, are they? So not aligned to anyone. Well, this is probably be a very sad time to be alive. Oh, Timor-Leste still exists, or Portuguese Timor rather. So I think they gained independence. The fall of Hong Kong, Macau, and whichever the French one's called, I can't pronounce that. That all happens simultaneously, effectively. So that's pretty unfortunate. None of those are in anymore. Stupid colonies down here, I may as well do. Cool. There's gonna be no fighting ever, anyways. But, oh well, pretty much done it now, anyways. Oh yeah, and then the Argentina, Chile, and Paraguay as well, I guess, but they're not really involved in the name. That's still owned by UK. I just cut it in the same time by accident. I know it makes sense for them to be blue, anyways, but I'm just gonna stop being stupidly like weird about this. Oh, I thought I sniped him. Yes, this is pretty unfortunate for everyone right now. But there you go, there's World War 3. It's kicked off. I'm not going to cover it too much. I really want to go to sleep. Very sorry, I should start recording earlier. We see a minor little offensive going on down here, which was well planned out, and the West hasn't garrisoned this too well. And Morocco abandoned this effectively useless land in Western Sahara and garrisoned their homeland fairly well until a little encirclement happens here, but great one, mate. They go encirclement, abandoned, and then I'm gonna stop laughing for dumb reasons. And then some shenanigans out here happened in Israel, but they're more prepared for it, so. And they don't push back that much. I gotta be real. I gotta get my head in the game. There you go. So I mean, it's pretty obvious he's. Oh no, the sides are fairly balanced. Let's be honest. But yeah, that's probably enough for one day. There's World War 3 for you all. Hope you're happy, because these guys sure aren't. Anyways, goodbye, my friends.